Careful when taking the egg, but then it goes to the bottomless pocket. Not my pockets. Oh, it's your pockets. Your pockets belong to me now. I was like, this talent thing looks different. We're gonna want to equip that. It increases damage of all my spells. Like it. Wish I could pop out that trait. Might use it.
Revelio.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
What I gotta do? Collect the field guide page. Really? Collect field guide pages? Let's go do it. Guess it would be faster to fast travel, wouldn't it?
They're oh so clever. Peevesy's game's the best one ever. Hoo-hoo!
Woo. Ooh. Where's this one that I'm currently going after?
Revelio.
Oh. I don't remember being in here before. I've seen the door a bunch of times, though.
So this is the underground harbor.
I've definitely never.
Revelio. Revelio.
library. Been waiting for this transformation spell for a hot minute. So I think the last spell that I need, that's not the curses. Find out. Yes. That appears to be correct.
Revelio.
Okay. That other time where I thought I saw an elf, I definitely saw an elf. That elf was doing push-ups.
That book Professor Weasley asked me.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
How about, since you're extorting me for something that I need, I extort you back? If you don't want to get beat up, just give me the book real quick, and I'll give it back to you.
If that's the only way I can convince you to give me that book, then let's get it over with.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Don't know.
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The Bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the Quaffle. When a chaser throws the Quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
True.
Actually, the answer was false. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I never want to talk to you ever again.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
I don't know why we couldn't just Revelio in her face to have the, page up here, but, whatever.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Place is kind of close. We'll just walk there. this is for a side quest.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
Taking owls a bit too literally, if you ask me.
Beautiful.
Goodness.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. OWLs will be here before you know it.
I haven't been called dunking once since you brought me that venomous tentacular leaf. I think I am actually braver. You're quite close to Professor Fig, aren't you? I've always wondered about him. Never see him actually teaching.
Let's put that there. When can I start transforming little marbles into trolls? Talents, spells, transform people into explosive objects. I'm looking forward to getting Imperio. That's gonna be fun. Your soul is mine.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm not certain I needed all the extra assignments.
And I'm certain you would not have been as successful without them. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Were your meetings with Professor Black's house elf and exploration of various caves down by the lake connected in any way to Professor Fig?
What did we go in there for?
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available. Glad to see you are paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation spell.
Flipendo! Confringo!
Oh, the cooldown on it. Quite long.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
No.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
Not Amit. The guy's too excited about everything. Top of the class. Looks like a Gryffindor. Thing. Go to the room of requirement. Amit is going to be like, you want to know more about gobbledygook? Excellent. Let me tell you 10 years of history about gobbledygook. And while we're at it, how is the thing? The telescope. That working out for you? Let me tell you all the history about the telescope. Say, did I successfully breed one?
I should let Deke know about the newborn Thestral.
It was kind of neat that he acknowledged that I had captured a unicorn.
Hello, Deke. You'll be pleased to know that a little Thestral was born.
How wonderful to have more Thestrals in our world. Such misunderstood beasts.
I'm sorry that we can both see Thestrals, Deke.
Deke is privileged to see such majestic beasts, but sometimes wishes Deke couldn't. Deke is to blame.
What do you mean, to blame?
Years ago, Deek's master ordered Deek to help him capture a phoenix, the rarest of all beasts that Master had spotted high on a cliff. The phoenix was the most beautiful beast Deek had ever seen. Deek begged Master to leave her be. When Deek hesitated to climb up the cliff as ordered, Deek had to punish himself. As Deek punished himself, Master grew angrier and angrier, and in his frustration cast at the regal bird. Deek suspects the phoenix was protecting eggs when it swooped down in fear and fury. Before Deek could reach him, Master fell from the cliff. Deek stayed on that cliffside for days, punishing himself, before Tobbs found him.
What a horrible tale, Deke. I'm so sorry.
Deek has only told Professor Weasley that story, and now yourself. Deek often wonders what became of that phoenix. Deek feels fortunate to be at Hogwarts now, helping you rescue beasts. Perhaps Deek can make amends for what came before.
You'll need to go find out more about that other beast. Pretty sure they won't let me capture a phoenix now. Oh, that's Amit. Where does Sebastian want me? Where? Let me go all the way over here. Real quick, like. Check in on this this animal that I have yet to see. Might be a time of
It's
day.
not the best place to be caught alone. Revelio.
Type of deal.
Revelio.
Creature.
Revelio. Revelio.
Anna's getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help.
Revelio.
Near the catacomb.
We have a new quest. Imperio. Yeah. Let's do the quest instead.
No telling what lies in wait for me in there.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned,
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
Catacomb. So, the bristly thing that people use to comb their hair, is that how it's pronounced? Because comb is I'm familiar with it.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Oh. They didn't give me the option to go tell Ominous, and I'm not going to go search the school looking for him. Knows what that sucker could be.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success.
Revelio!
Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Expelliarmus! Defendo! Leviosa! At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Accio!
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Wingardium Leviosa!
This room is taller than it looks. Finding a chest in an inconspicuous lock.
Revelio!
Brilliant.
Accio! Revelio! Crucio! Defendo! Confringo! Expelliarmus!
Hold on.
Revelio! Accio!
Reason why you're not.
Confringo! Depulso! Accio! Revelio!
It goes down to someplace. Goes someplace that doesn't.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
So you should be watching your step.
Confringo! Defender! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Confringo!
Bombarda! Flipendo!
All this grass. It no
Revelio!
longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine, though.
Bombarda! Confringo!
Famous last words.
Revelio!
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. Revelio.
That one.
Accio. Revelio. Accio.
I'm gonna open it so that I don't have to look at it anymore.
Confringo. Crucio. Defender. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Revelio. There's something here by the altar.
Something, something, something. Something Imperious Curse.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced the space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined.
Revelio.
Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone. Revelio.
If this archway's been barricaded, we can find a way through.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Depulso. Revelio. We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Depulso. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Accio. I need to find a safe way across. Confringo! Lumos. Confring.
Reason why that's not lighting on fire?
Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Rickety bone bridge complete. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Rickety.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You've done it. I knew
Revelio.
we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Oh, don't encourage him.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Imperio.
Over to my talents. To the dark art. Grab the Imperial.
Confringo. Expelliarmus.
I have to change things around here. Definitely need more spell slot thingies. There's too many spells. Not enough places to put them all. Instead, I do that. That way I can keep my offensive capabilities. We'll try that.
Revelio.
Is the correct way? The incorrect way.
Depulso.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
Revelio.
How gracious of you.
I try.
That's the correct way.
Confringo. Imperio. Crucio. Confringo. Bombarda. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Levioso. Defendo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy. Bombarda. Defendo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Imperio. Crucio. Bombarda. Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Flipendo. Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Bombarda.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
Accio. Revelio.
rock.
Accio. Revelio.
Pulled that one. Pulled.
Accio.
That worked. Keep going.
Revelio.
I see.
Accio.
One. That one.
Revelio. Accio.
That one. That one.
Revelio.
Is there a spider in here?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done. I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place. Silent as a grave.
Revelio.
All right.
Expelliarmus. Descendo. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Crucible. Lumos. Imperio.
That's what we need.
Confringo. Defendo. Expelliarmus. Bombarda. Incendio. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Depulso. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Defendo.
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
Revelio.
Sebastian! The relic! Look! Could it be? The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea, but we're here for the relic.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle.
Hey, look who's here. Regular Suckafu Sucka. Into save and mark. Do that before Ominous yells at us. I have a feeling that either Sebastian sacrifices himself for Anne, or his uncle or surrogate father, whoever that guy is, he gets sacrificed to save Anne. You know, blood for